Hello everyone, I'm back, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. So far, 2023 has been a year filled with many strange, unknown creatures caught on camera. From extraterrestrials to skinwalkers and to many other disturbing, unknown beings. So today I decided to highlight some of the realest and scariest creature encounters ever caught on camera. So grab your popcorn and allow your fear to be maximized as we recap the scariest creatures caught on camera this year. Be sure to watch this one all the way through because the last clip is a personal encounter that just happened to me the other night. A popular news channel in Peru accidentally caught something deeply disturbing while doing a live broadcast in a local town. They visited this rather small town to show the devastating effects from the weather they had been experiencing. At first, it started out just like any other news broadcast, showing the host talking and interviewing residents of the town. They then showed some flooding on the small playground just outside of the local school.
Ni los juegos infantiles se salvaron de la furia de la naturaleza, flotando en el agua emposada.
The livestream then continued on, showing other locations that were struck by these floodwaters. And it's when the host visits Santo Domingo that something truly chilling happens.
Mira la escalera, ¿cómo podría bajar una persona, un anciano, los niños, cómo podrían bajar?
As she traverses the stairs, in the background is a strange creature emerging from the floodwaters. It appears to start following her. Despite being followed by this creature, the woman reacts calmly. Maybe she was in shock, or perhaps she didn't see the being at all. Let's take a closer look. It's a little hard to see, but we can see that this creature appears very pale and skinny, unlikely to be a human. And it also doesn't seem to be wearing any clothes. And the way it just appears behind the woman is puzzling everyone. So why the heck would a naked human be emerging from the floodwaters in the middle of a live news broadcast? There's just no way. This is why the locals believe that it was a ghost of one of the victims who lost their life in the flood. Some say since the woman didn't see the creature that it really was something paranormal. Other topics of conversation included skinwalkers and shape-shifting spirits. Maybe a spirit was trying to mimic a human and this is what it manifested. Definitely lots of questions with this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is why you should never explore abandoned places at night. A group of friends arrive at some sort of abandoned building. They slowly walk up to the door with a flashlight. They then slowly open the door and what they saw inside sent them running.
Let's get up. Come on.
Living inside was some sort of unknown humanoid creature. As soon as they open the door, it runs at them on all fours, chasing them out. Because they got so scared and were focused on getting the heck out, they didn't get the greatest video. But when we slow it down, we do get a pretty good look at the being. It's pale and skinny. It looks like a human, but doesn't at the same time. Commenters believe that this was some sort of cryptid creature, like the Rake or the Skinwalker. And not much context was given, like where the video took place and all that, but it occurred on November 21st, 2022. Let me know your thoughts down below. This short but disturbing video just recently surfaced on TikTok in 2023. Not too much information is known behind the footage, but what is known is that a lone hiker was out exploring the woods late at night. He was reportedly pretty deep into the woods when he got that intense feeling that he was not alone. He felt as if he wasn't safe and that he was being watched at all times. It's not uncommon for people who go out deep in the woods to experience these kinds of gut feelings, and most of the time they're not wrong. People report having the hair on the back of their neck stand up and having intense anxiety that they can't shake. And that's exactly what was happening to this guy, so he took out his phone and began recording, and this is what he captured. The quick video captures a humanoid figure with glowing eyes peeking around a tree. When it notices it's been seen, it hides. This is when the man flees the woods and doesn't look back. A shocking amount of encounters happen like this every single year, leading people to believe that there really is evil lurking deep in the depths of the woods. And commenters also had a few theories with this one. Most commenters thought that this was the Rake, a cryptid creature that resides deep in the woods. It looks like an elongated, pale human with dark sunken eyes and sharp claws. But it's unknown for sure what this creature was, but it definitely made for some terrifying footage. The following mysterious video was released on July 20th, 2023. It was taken by an oil rig camera. Oil rig cameras are a network of CCTV cameras that are placed strategically throughout the site. They allow the overseers to monitor the underwater sites from above the water, but while the managers were watching over this particular oil rig, they captured something very unexplainable. As the footage rolls, a massive prehistoric-looking creature is seen cruising by. It's huge and has to be at least 30 feet long. It almost looks like a cross between an alligator and a shark. As the footage began to go viral, people pointed out that the creature in the video completely resembles the Mosasaurus. Mosasauruses were giant prehistoric reptiles that lived in the ocean. They went extinct at the end of the Cretaceous period. The biggest one of these dangerous prehistoric animals was estimated at around 60 feet in length. So these things were an unfathomable size. But obviously the Mosasaurus went extinct millions and millions of years ago, so how the heck did this oil rig camera capture one? Are they maybe not extinct after all? Or is this some kind of other undiscovered species? Either way, these animals look absolutely terrifying, and let's just say an encounter with one of these would not be pretty. The following encounter happened over Bogota, Colombia on October 17th, 2023. A plane was on their descent over Bogota when a passenger looked out and noticed something strange. Puzzled, they grabbed their phone and began recording, and this is what they captured. Some sort of UFO is seen. It appears to be made out of metal and is distinctly saucer-shaped. Could this really be some sort of alien spacecraft, or is it something else? It doesn't appear like any aircraft from this planet though. For some reason, these alien encounters and UFO sightings have been on the rise. Similar UFO videos have surfaced, making some believe even more that there really is more life out there than we know. Just a really puzzling capture. This is one of the creepiest clips of the whole video. A guy was in a wooded area when he looked over and began to notice something strange within the trees. This is what happens next.
I don't know, this thing doesn't pick up.
Out emerges a cloaked being. The lamppost casts enough light to reveal what this creature looks like. The shocked and horrified reaction of the man is what really makes this so believable. It seems like a very genuine reaction. Some are saying this was either a goblin or a vampire. A goblin is a creature from British and German folklore that is believed to be the evil version of fairies and spirits likewise. Some claim that they really do exist and that they have had encounters with them deep in the forest. The vampire theory stands as well because vampires were believed to actually exist back then. Vampires hunt at night and they roam around and search for victims to feast upon their blood. However, these are just theories. Others believe the video is just simply a hoax. Maybe a prank was being played on the videographer, or maybe it was real. In November of 2021, some friends traversed some murky waters in a swamp, and they're in a small boat. It appears they were checking some of their traps that they had previously set. They have a water bottle floating in the water with some fishing line tied to it, and then at the bottom is a big raw chicken that is used for bait. But instead of capturing an alligator or turtle, they captured something much more disturbing. Coming from under the water, a pale hand emerges. The hand is webbed and has super long fingers, adaptations that an aquatic creature would have. But no known aquatic creature has hands like this. The group of friends becomes very scared by this and they don't know what to do, so they decide to pull the trap in and leave, and that's when this happens. A haunting face emerges, shocking them. The face is pale and its features are dark and hollow, and then it tries to grab the chicken, confirming that this was the same hand from earlier. This is just such a terrifying video, and some say there's no way that this was staged because of how long the being held its breath. It was underwater for minutes before showing itself, but I think it's safe to say that this group of friends will not be traversing those waters again anytime soon. This video was taken by a family's home security camera on September 26, 2023. These homeowners have been experiencing strange activities around their house for quite some time now, and they've caught a lot of it on camera, as shown on their TikTok page, Magical Poltergeist. When the activity first started, they recalled it was rather subtle, from things going missing to things slightly moving around on their own. But now, especially because of this encounter, they really believe their house is haunted by a demonic entity. On this evening, the wife suddenly wakes from her sleep to a horrible smell. She then calls her husband.
Dude, the house smells like literally like rotten eggs. It literally smells like you forgot to take the trash out or something. Like, I don't know what the is going on.
But as she's in the middle of her phone conversation, this occurs.
What the baby? The lights are flickering now, dude.
The lights begin to flicker all on their own, and I don't know if you caught it the first time, but if you look closely in the background, you can see the cross on her wall turns completely upside down. This right here was enough to make them believe that something demonic was at play in their house. And if you don't know, the upside down cross is a symbol of the devil. So if this is a real poltergeist, this proves that the entity is demonic. Though skeptics believe that the footage is simply staged, but others argue that this would be very, very hard to stage. And also the homeowners seem very genuine and claim that it really is all too real. Taking a look at another clip taken by an oil rig camera from the deep sea. The video occurred a while ago, but it has just recently been making waves through the online communities. Take a look as one of the oddest looking creatures ever is caught on camera. It almost looks like a blanket that has come to life. And we can prove that it's real when we stop the footage here. Since the being is translucent, we can see inside of its skin. There appears to be some sort of vital organs here, though we can't really tell what it is. Some in the comments are saying that this is a tarp jellyfish. Which it could definitely be, but it kind of looks different. But the way it moves around so free-flowing is captivating. Others think this is some sort of other unidentified species. What do you guys think? This video comes from Ahmed Shah on Facebook and Slapped Ham on YouTube. Two friends were on a motorcycle ride through a local town. Everything initially appears completely normal as they're driving around near each other. But after the driver with the helmet cam passes his friend, this is when the footage turns downright mysterious. He rounds the bend and then realizes that his friend isn't in view anymore, so he slows down and stops his bike. But when he turns around, the motorcycle comes driving by, but his friend is nowhere to be seen. Now at first you're probably thinking, oh, he probably just crashed or something. But if he did crash, the bike would have crashed with him. It's almost as if he jumped straight up off the bike and somehow left it upright and driving perfectly. How could this even be possible? Because of these strange circumstances, viewers began to believe that he was abducted by aliens. They thought that he was driving along when he was suddenly sucked up into the sky. With all the increasing alien and UFO sightings recently, it's not too surprising that people believe this theory, but others have absolutely no clue what to make of the mysterious footage. This quick video shows some strange lights in the sky. A man was in the ocean enjoying a very nice looking sunset. He began filming said sunset when suddenly he pans over and spots this. A group of 14 very bright lights are seen. They appear to be slightly moving towards him. Let's take a closer look. What the heck could this be? Now I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty scary, but it does look so cool. And once again, people began to hypothesize aliens. Maybe these were alien spacecrafts that all joined together, and they're so far away but they're still so big and bright. This means that each light has to be really massive, debunking the fact that they could have been drones. Definitely some very weird footage that makes me a little suspicious. Some scuba divers were out diving when they ran into something that just looked so otherworldly. They looked over and nearing closer to them was this prehistoric fish and shark looking being. Check it out. Just the way this thing swims is disturbing. I would never let this dangerous predator get so close to me like that. But anyways, just some amazing up close footage. Although some people thought this was some sort of unknown creature, it actually is known, but it's just very, very rare. It's called a frilled shark, aka the lizard shark, and they can grow up to 7 feet in length. They typically live in waters between 500 and 1,000 meters in depth. And these animals are so rare to see in the wild that there are only a few documented encounters. And that video right there was one of the only videos that was ever captured of one of these creatures. Very fascinating, but also very creepy. This really does have to be one of the creepiest animals in the entire ocean. The following video happened on April 1st, 2023. It happened in Kyoto, Iowa. It seems Mother Nature decided to play an April Fool's prank on this man. The caption reads, "Closest I've ever been to a tornado." Definitely a bad place to be unloading the semi yesterday. Here's the video.
It's still gonna be right. Come on.
Across the road she goes. Oh.
The man was unloading his semi when suddenly Mother Nature struck. A tornado formed almost out of nowhere. At first it seemed like the tornado was heading straight towards him, but luckily its path changed and began moving away. And because of how close he was, you can see how insanely powerful it is. It just picks up trees and throws around debris like it's nothing. Although the unknown of this world is very scary, the known can be just as terrifying. Natural disasters such as tornadoes and severe weather take the lives of thousands every single year, and it can come out of nowhere. This is why you should always be prepared. And luckily this guy here lived to tell his tale along with his amazing up-close footage. Okay, so this one's a little bit different, but I figured I had to share this with you guys. So this is a personal story that happened to me just a few nights ago, and I just wanted to get your guys' opinions on it. Now, I'm a very rational and logical thinker, so if I see anything strange or out of the ordinary, my brain immediately tries to debunk it. But this just really confused me. So one of my friends and I were out driving around at 2 in the morning. I was on my way to the local gas station to fill up my car. But as I was driving, suddenly my friend gasped and got scared and said she saw something weird in someone's yard. She said she saw someone or something in all white crawling around in a front yard. And she said that it was acting like a dog, but it was a human. So keep in mind, it's 2 in the morning. So I was like, hell no, she has to be lying. So I quickly turned the car around and drove back around to the same yard where she saw the person or thing or whatever. And sure enough, there really was a person, and he was dressed in all white, like completely white. Like he had a white hoodie on, he had white pants, and he really was just crawling around in the grass. I know this sounds really weird, but then he looked up at us and I couldn't see his face or anything, but he obviously noticed us and then started crawling around some more. So we drove past and turned around again very quickly, and sure enough, this time he was completely gone, like he was never there.
Imagine.
That's crazy, he's not even there anymore. That is so weird, dude. That is really weird. Imagine I go like this. It's right there in front of the car. Oh my gosh. That is so weird, man. And I'm so mad I didn't film it, but it just happened so quick and it was just such a weird encounter. And you know I make all these creepy videos, so the first thing I thought was Skinwalkers. It was a man behaving like a dog, playing around in the grass at 2 in the morning in someone's front yard. Like, something just doesn't make sense here. And I initially thought that it could have been someone trying to rob the place or something, but why would they be wearing all white? Robbers usually wear black to blend in. I don't know. All I know is that it was a weird encounter and it was just a bizarre story, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. Another conclusion I came up with was that it could have been someone on drugs or something. But all I'm saying is something just didn't seem right, and for some reason I could never see his face. Alright, I think it's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like button's mom. Let's aim for 2,000 likes for another one of these scary creature videos. And if you want to get to know me more, or you want to see more of my spooky content, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, MaxwellFear, or you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok, MaximumFearYT. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because only 4% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. And be sure to hit that bell as well so you don't miss when I upload. And be sure to check out my merch, it's in the description down below. Alright, I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.